Rod. Natalie tells me that you're a successful businessman.
I am successful. I'm happy with my job. I've heard you retired. How is it?
Oh, the retirement's great.
What do you do with your time?
I love to travel, go on cruises,
Cruise.
and watch TV.
TV. Natalie and I, we love television. Don't be, sweetheart. Oh,
Yeah.
God. I cannot believe you raised such a beautiful, successful model of a daughter.
Yes, I love supporting her in anything that she wants to do.
Oh my God, I'm sure you do. Look at the teeth on her. Look at those
These
teeth.
are my sweet baby child's teeth.
Yep. Those are the teeth only a mother could love.
Welcome back to No More Popcorn. We just made a deal for $1 million.
Woohoo!
Whew. It was originally going to be $2 million,
50%
but we gave him 50% off.
off.
Yeah,
Got 50% off.
of a $1 million deal.
Woo!
For our review of Birdemic. I would like to ask the kid in the trunk. Why don't you explain what this movie was, Kid in the Trunk?
What movie you is?
Is that what I said?
That would have been perfect.
Okay. All right, Birdemic. Hit us with this shit, Patrick.
Oh, you want to end the movie voice?
Sucks.
Or do you want to end
terrible.
a straight monotone voice?
Oh, you just do your thing.
Okay. Quotes by CBS Sunday Morning. The best, worst movie of all time. Birdemic. It is a tender love story, a graphic horror shocker, an urgent ecological warning, and around the world, it became the must-see midnight movie sensation of the year. From writer / producer / director / visionary, James Yin
Win.
Win
Win.
the master of the romantic thriller. Trademark.
Romantic thriller.
That is actually trademark on here. He trademarked that.
No way.
Oh, it's right there. You can see it. TM.
He trademarked the term romantic thriller.
Oh my God.
This dude.
This
dude.
thriller.
All right.
Oh my God.
It's a mad genius.
Comes the story of a sexy lingerie model, Whitney Moore, and a successful software salesman, Alan Bagg, on a weekend getaway to a quaint Northern California town. But when the entire... No, you can't do a sentence and then start the next sentence with but. Okay. But when the...
Stylistic choice, Patrick.
I guess. But when the entire region is attacked by millions of homicidal birds,
Homicidal birds.
their picturesque paradise becomes a winged hell on earth. Can mankind now survive the avian onslaught of Birdemic? Hollywood legend Tippi Hedren of Hitchcock's The Birds makes it a special appearance in the global
How did they get away with that?
movie phenomenon.
How did they get away with that?
That Video Gum says might end up being the greatest film of all time.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get out of the way because you were saying how can they get away with the Tippi Hedren thing, which, if you guys do not know, she was in The Birds and countless other movies from that era. She was in a movie called Julie and Jack that was also filmed and directed and everything by James Wynn. All right, so that scene that she is in on a TV...
Oh, that was the movie he did.
Was a movie that he did.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Called
tricky.
Julie and Jack.
Oh,
That son of a bitch.
And that's it. Yeah, and when I watched him, there was an interview where they were asking him, like, how did you get Tippi Hedren?
Yeah.
You know? And she's like, or James Quentin's like, well, you know, she really loves romantic thrillers. And that and a lot of cash. kind of like, yeah. So, and a lot of cash. Let's go ahead and talk about that, too. Since you asked me last week to take a stab
Oh, yeah.
at the budget of Hell Comes to Frogtown, what would you guys think the budget for this movie was?
$500.
Okay.
500?
Well, I can see in the Blu-ray menu, it's pretty good quality menu. The scoring probably took a lot of money.
No, I mean, this is Severin Films put this out. That
Yeah.
the release of this movie has nothing to do
With the Blu-ray.
with the Blu-ray. Yeah.
Well, I will say the scoring of the movie, the music was good. I have a feeling most of their budget went
Music
to
was
that.
not good.
It sounded a lot better than them talking. I was. The hell?
If you guys are here,
Yeah.
I've
Birds.
got really
It's bird
asshole
attacks.
neighbors upstairs. I'm
Bird
sorry.
attack.
Yeah.
All of the budget was spent on the dive bomb
Yeah.
bird sound effects.
I'm gonna go with 200,000.
Okay.
$500.
$500 your guess? All right. It was $10,000 or less. It was estimated. Yeah. And this all came from James Wynn.
Oh, okay.
He raised all of this money on his own.
All right.
There was no financial backing other than his own dough.
Nice.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that.
This movie gave me hope to make a movie. It is such a bad movie, and that people actually were willing to be in the movie and act in the movie. I thought, if this guy can make a movie, I can make a movie.
I mean, half the movie was B-roll. It was just him walking around and driving around.
Slowly driving,
Yeah.
slowly walking,
Yeah.
Yeah.
shots of random shops.
So basically, your condensed idea of what Birdemic shock and terror is you have a guy working at a job. He's a computer tech, and
Computer tech salesman.
computer tech salesman, yes. And then he runs into girl of his dreams kind of thing. We'll just say that. And in the background for the first hour, I would say, of the movie, we don't really see anything that has to do
There's
with
nothing.
shock and terror and Birdemic.
It is awkward scene after awkward scene of badly written and badly performed dialogue.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It is worse in The Room as far as all that stuff.
Oh yeah,
terrible.
quality wise, I mean, it is
so bad.
It's horrendous. Yeah.
One of the scenes that disturbed me was him in his kitchen eating at the bar right in front of the TV. I don't know why. It's just very
That's what
weird.
bothered you.
That
The
was
fact
one.
that he was right in front of his
Like,
TV.
you have this house. Me normally, I'll go eat in the living room,
Okay.
watch TV there. But I'm not gonna sit in front of a TV that's like this close to my face in the kitchen.
And then he's watching the news, and the woman that's presenting the news,
yeah.
she's down here.
Yes.
She's back here. And then there's the TV shit up here.
Yeah.
And you just see her up, and she's just talking. And then you even see her after she's done talking. She kind of has a smile on her face. She's like,
Because they were still wrong.
Yeah.
but the look on her face is like, oh my god, this is trash. What have I done?
Yeah, so
What have I done?
the TV, the newscast and everything is talking about, there's this, these birds are dying, and what's causing this to happen? It's an
Global
environmental
warming.
kind of, let's take care of our planet sort of a vibe. So this is Birdemic, is basically these people in this town in California are trying to survive these crazed
It's not.
crazed birds. They're attacking everyone, and that is your premise. That's it.
Yeah,
That's not even
no.
the premise, because a movie like a disaster movie like this, it sets it up. It has it does talk about the environment and shit, but they're just the birds show up and then they're flapping around. You have to see it. I'll show it. You'll see some.
Maybe right now. Who knows?
Rod?
What is it?
I think they're eagles.
What in the world? Battery's dead.
What's going on? Can they get in?
Not for the moment.
Really terrible, right?
Yeah.
But I honestly say the first time we saw the birds, I laughed so hard. It was the hardest I've ever laughed. And then
I almost threw up.
he almost threw up.
And
He had
this
to leave
was
the
my
room.
third watch. And I still cannot stop laughing so fucking hard whenever they show up.
Why did you get plane noises? Why do they sound like planes?
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
Okay.
Still has his pants on.
Yep.
With the belts.
Yeah.
Now, the first view of the birds that we get, don't forget, is when it's during the... Like we said, the first fucking hour of this movie is goddamn pointless. Just
nothing.
so long
bad.
and drawn out. It's just they're walking around. It shows Rod driving around a fucking lot, pulling into gas stations.
And his hybrid Mustang.
Hybrid
Gets
Mustang.
100 to the gallon.
100 MPG, man.
Who makes that?
Whenever him and Natalie, after they, which we should touch on that scene here in a minute, but after they meet and they're walking around and they're kind of dating now, and they're walking up this path and there's just like a tree, and it shows these three. I guess
Eagles.
like parakeets or something.
Oh yeah,
Slowly.
yeah. It's like
Yeah.
parakeets. Yeah,
Slowly.
just hovering.
Like a PlayStation 2 graphics.
Yeah.
Just
Yes, I guess we
slowly
should talk
hovering.
about that. This is just what makes this movie so fucking awful is the effects. Now, this was made in 2010.
Yeah.
This is only fucking...
Wait, what?
This is only 9 years ago.
Yeah.
But the dude had an iPhone 3 and she had a flip phone. What the fuck is
Patrick
that?
always notices the phones.
What the hell?
The editing is atrocious.
The audio,
So bad.
Yeah.
the audio levels are off. The
Yeah.
background noises clip in and out, so you'll
Yeah.
have a background hum, and then it'll switch, and there'll be a quick clip of dead silence.
Nothing.
and then it'll come back, and it's so jarring and so bad.
Hi.
Here's the menu.
Thank you.
I'll be right back with you.
I was getting angry. I got angry watching this movie.
Why? What do you mean? I mean, like, are you talking about just the editing and the sound and everything?
It just that drawn out, the whole first half drawn out more and more. I'm yelling, "Where's the bird? Where are the birds? Where are the birds?"
Right.
And then honestly, and which made me mad because it just nothing's happening. Finally, the birds show up, and then after the initial part with the birds is funny, and then I'm just like, God, the first half was better.
The first half
Because
was better.
the stupid dialogue made it more interesting. The second half is them just literally driving around, going to random convenience stores, and then walking around the beach in the woods. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, they have no destination that they're going to.
Yeah, they get some kids.
There's no plan.
And the kids go 2 times. The kids go, "We're hungry," and they go stop and get fucking food for these kids.
Right,
And
right
they get
after,
candy.
Right after their parents have been slaughtered. One kid is somehow in a fucking trunk. That's what we're referencing at the beginning.
Yes.
Okay, like, so I don't know how the fuck he ended up there. A girl is underneath the vehicle with her dead parents inside.
Yeah.
Rod and Joe Schmo military guy and his fucking girlfriend. They're pulling up in this van, like, "Oh, let's stop and help these people, or see if there's any survivors." That's what they said. So they get these kids to come along with them to escape this birdemic, which we were talking about the whole time. Like, where the fuck are they going?
Yeah.
There's no destination. It's just let's just drive.
They go to and from the beach twice. They go to the beach.
Yep.
They meet some crazy scientist guy that's just like,
It goes on a long ass rant about fucking
of course,
global
says
warming.
it's global warming. And then he's like, these birds are poisoned. He's got this fucking mask on his face, and
Oh, hi.
they leave, and then they go back to the beach, and they have like a little cookout, and then they run away, and then they're in the woods. And then at the very end, they're back at the beach.
Yeah. They can't get away. They're like rabbits. Just run around in circles.
Okay.
I hated this movie.
This we have within 5 minutes completely derailed from keeping anything in order, and that's okay. That's okay. But
There's no order.
well, what I would like to discuss.
You have the first half of them talking, and then you have the second half of them driving around with birds sometimes showing up.
What
What I want to discuss is the fact that this sounds as chaotic as it is.
Yeah.
But this was a real vision from this director, from James Wan.
It's good to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is, because when I was telling, I don't think you were around for the conversation, but when I was talking to Nathan about it, and I'd sent you guys that clip with the hangers.
Yeah.
And Nathan, your first response was like, I don't know. This just seems like something that this is intentionally trying to be made bad.
Yeah.
But it's not. And that is what makes this, in my opinion, gold, is because it is one of those terrible. I mean, by all standards, this is the worst movie I have ever seen.
Oh, definitely.
On an enjoyment level, if you can find enjoyment out of a really shitty movie, I love it. But I mean, it is awful.
Yeah.
But anyway, all that to say, I like the fact that we found out. Oh no, this was real. This guy was delusional. The way that James Wan put it was, this was a happy accident. I actually seen some footage of its premiere, and you literally just see everyone sitting in the theater with like their fucking hands on their chins, just like basically falling asleep.
Nobody
and then it
laughed.
gets to when not during any of it.
Not even the beginning part.
And then it started showing the birds dive bombing and everything, and then
Yeah.
you just see like, the audience kind of become attentive, and people start standing up like, yes,
Yeah.
because James Wan had actually been driving around this whole town. He had a van van that was in the movie.
That was his van.
They paid $300 for that fucking van, and
I
the
guess.
first time I noticed it, the reason I brought up the financial part behind the van, the first time I was watching it, if you paid attention, whenever they have met up with military guy, and they're like in the van with the guns and stuff,
Yeah.
that van sounds like it is about to fucking explode.
Yeah.
It's just like blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I found out they paid $300 for this van. He had a fucking dead, like a puppet bird on it, and he posted all along the side of it all these posters and everything. Birdemic, shock and terror coming, and would just drive around. And he would have these sounds blasting from it of people screaming and birds caw-cawing and all this shit to try to reel people into the premiere of this film.
This guy's insane.
So whenever it did premiere, and people were like, this is it, because where the fuck are the birds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then whenever the birds started coming in, people were like, oh, fuck yes! This is what we're talking about.
And it's, but people need to see it, just how bad the birds are. And then there is a scene of the city, and then you actually hear the fucking
Planes.
World War II
Yes.
plane crashing. That sound effect actually happens, and you see the birds go down,
When
and
was
then
the last
small
time-
explosions. The birds are
They
exploding.
explode.
I hear birds make that sound all the time, Nathan.
Yeah.
All the time.
So yeah, that's the
You
one
live out
thing.
in Oak Ridge, though, right?
Yeah.
That's the
what
one
happens.
thing where I question his seriousness in making the movie. When
Yeah.
you have the birds making plane
Noises.
crash sounds and then actually exploding when they hit.
Trust me, I question it too, but it just, after watching, I watched like easily fucking 2 hours of interview footage with this guy.
Jesus Christ.
He legit, either he acted better than everyone else in the fucking movie by making
He
it
acted
seem
better
like-
than the people he directed.
by making
Yeah.
it seem like it wasn't a joke, or he was just legitimately serious. And one thing that did crack me up in one of the interviews is he was talking about how, what's different about the film we're making. We are using the cutting edge technology. We are,
No.
yeah.
No, there's no way.
Now, keep in mind, this is not his first rodeo. You know what I mean? He's done.
I want to see the movie before this.
Julie and Jack.
Yeah.
I want to watch it too. Okay, another little thing. This is during watching these interviews and reading up this stuff. One part that made me laugh almost as hard as the movie itself were some fact, because there is a Birdemic 2. Okay.
Wait, what?
Yes, there is a Birdemic 2.
It's by the same dude.
Yes, yeah. After the success, the cult classic midnight movie success of Birdemic,
Romantic thriller.
Yeah,
Trademark.
Angry.
he wanted to make another, and he did. And then there was an attempt to make Birdemic 3 Sea Eagle. Now listen, I want you guys. All right. So this dude,
They were sea eagles, weren't they? Yeah, they were.
they were doves.
No, they were.
Oh yeah, well yeah, you're right. They were. Yeah.
Well, they kept calling them eagles, but they were making seagull sounds
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
time.
Seagulls.
So
Steven Seagull.
he started a crowdfund, okay, of $500,000 and a Kickstarter for $200,000.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to know some really funny shit?
Yeah.
People paid it.
This is a
No,
dude
no.
who gained cult status from Birdemic. Okay. Of $500,000.
$30.
On crowdfund. Your guess is $30?
$30.
How much do you think?
650.
And that was from his mom.
All right. Well, if $596
yes.
out of 500,000. And I'm sorry, when I heard that, I was thinking, dude, this guy must have been so fucking let down, because Birdemic is what it is.
Yeah.
It is a cult classic.
Right.
Sorry, guys.
And people are, you're okay.
I'm allergic to bad movies.
And people are still like, oh no, I mean, it was
Wait,
bad,
he
but,
only
like, I
got
don't want to fucking, I don't want to.
$96. You said.
$596.
Okay.
And of the 200,000, or no, Kickstarter, he got $230.
Oh man.
So So he's
That must have been a swift kick to the jaw
what's
for this
that?
guy.
0.1%. I'm bad at math.
I mean, it's nothing.
Yeah.
I felt bad for the dude when I was reading that. I was like, damn. Yeah. I thought that was funny. When I was reading that, I was like, I can't believe that.
Well,
I feel like Samurai Cop 2 probably
got
got
gumption.
made. So. Huh?
He's got gumption.
He's got gumption.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I wanted to hit him while watching the movie.
Yeah. That audio was so bad. And the shit that they would say, too. Like, the sales thing, if any viewers are in sales, like, once you see this dude make a sale on the phone, just, yeah, you know what? I'll throw in 50% off. Hangs up the phone. Woo!
Yeah.
And then he goes, hey, man, I just made $1 million sale. Told him it was $2 million, but I gave him 50% off.
Yeah.
The fuck? You will get fired so fucking fast.
Yeah. Now let's talk about Rick. All right, Rick is his buddy.
Oh,
Yeah.
you gotta have sex every day,
his
man.
sex-crazed buddy that he works with, who is dating
Yoko
Mona
Ono.
Lisa Moon.
Yeah.
A not very attractive Asian woman.
Yeah. I have no comment on that. I'm still. Whenever I was first watching, I'm still just wrapping my head around how does any of this make any fucking sense. But we're introduced to Rick in the office, and they're playing basketball, and Rod's like, "Yeah, I met this girl over the weekend," and Rick's like, "Oh yeah, she hot." He's like, "Is that all you think about is sex?" And Rick,
Gotta fuck her.
Rick's like, "Yeah, hope you score, man." Yeah. He loves sex.
He
and
said a
Ferraris.
day without sex is a day wasted.
Yes, a day without
That's what he
sex is
says.
a day wasted.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and then that scene where it's him and his girlfriend or whatever. You have on the wall, what was it? Peace mission peace.
ImaginePeace.com.
And that's what this girl wears too.
Yep, it is plastered everywhere, and we did take the time to look up this website.
It's Yoko Ono.
Yoko Ono's website.
She mainly just posts stuff about John Lennon. Is really all
Fucking
she
hate
does.
Yoko Ono.
Why?
Hate her.
She destroyed the Beatles.
No, that's my dad. That was my dad. My dad actually legit hated Yoko
Yeah,
Ono.
so many people
Oh,
hate
I was
her.
kidding. I was trying to go on a bit because
No,
everyone does
yeah.
hate her.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
no.
like you're a fucking Yoko.
Yeah.
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 Well, I don't think is James Wynn the Yoko of Bat? No, this is
He's the Yoko of No More Popcorn. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
dude. No, I want to get Birdemic too,
I
want to get Julian Jack.
I want to see Julian Jack
This
because
is-
I want to see what that looked like before this.
This is where
And that one starred
Yeah.
Tippy Hedren. So we
If it looks better than that dude had lost his mind.
Mm-hmm.
Or, well, what year did The Room come out? You got it over there?
I thought I had it handy.
Because I know it was the reason why.
Oh, hi Google.
The reason why I think if it's within the time frame, because I know it took some few years for The Room to get big, start to make money. He may be following the same platform as him of trying to be serious and acting like it's serious for a couple of years. And then the years after that, it just gets really big and everybody's buying the movie.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
At least you guys, you can take your deep dive into
If
what's
you
his
know-
fucking name.
Leave a comment. That'd be sweet.
I want to point out, people call movies like that we've watched in the past, like Street Trash, Brain Damage.
Brain damage. Yeah. You can go on and on.
People, even one,
Yeah.
Samurai Cop, Troll 2. We haven't done it on the show, but a lot of people might have seen Troll 2. People call those bad movies or good bad movies. And no, I don't agree with that. The closest to that is Samurai Cop, but even Samurai Cop has more going for it than this movie. I think this is just a bad movie. But the thing is, like, you have bad movies, and then you have bad movies that are also boring. This movie is it gets boring at times, but it's so bad, and the dialogue and how it's put together is so bad it becomes funny. But I wouldn't put Hell Comes to Frogtown. I would not say that's a bad movie. It's just you know what I mean. Like those movies they're bizarre and they're gory or they're weird or whatever, but they're well made.
Sure.
They're just movies that most people are just not going to really connect with.
Yeah.
This movie is just terrible.
Oh, awful.
It's just bad.
So bad.
And the fact is, especially when you see the CGI birds and how bad they are, that's when you start to get laughs, or you see people have awkward conversations that are just so off, like The Room. You get a kick out of it. You can go to some fucking sci-fi channel movie. Those are actually worse movies because they're just boring. You're just like, I don't care.
That's what
this one at least has. It has this is a truly bad good movie as far as it's so bad in so many ways that you get a kick out of it. It's not boring. I mean, mostly it gets drawn out too far, but it's just too long.
Like a slow car ride.
Yeah, it's just too long.
Yeah, I mean, think about just the opening segment. I mean, I didn't time it, but dear God, I mean, it felt like 10 minutes of the beginning of that movie.
And then the credits were rolling.
Yeah. And that the sound loop,
Yes.
the music loop.
Yeah.
Music, different styles of music that don't match the scenes.
Do not match at all.
That don't match the movie.
Yeah.
It's... Yeah.
Whenever we were talking outside, you were like, I don't really know how much there's to say, but you are correct. This is such a dumpster fucking trash pile fire of a movie.
I am amazed that the main characters achieve so much within 2 days.
Yeah.
Like one made that $1 million sale and then made millions of dollars off these stock options.
It doesn't make sense when you see them.
And then the woman, what was her name again?
Natalie.
Instantly became a Victoria's Secret model cover babe.
That's the thing.
Whatever it is.
The worst actor in this movie is the main character.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
He's terrible.
Yeah.
And he's just a fucking bland, doofy, fucking douchey dude. And Natalie's she's actually very cute, I think. But
yeah. A lot of teeth.
None of it. She's very toothy. Yeah. But
toothy. Hey, sweetheart, you're very toothy. You want to be in my movie?
It just, Do we want to go to? Wait. I want to talk about the end real quick. Because the end, before we go to final scores,
the actual end, or
I want to go to the very end of this movie because it really is stupid and nothing is explained. It shows them standing on the beach. You see the birds coming. Of course, they're on the beach again. The birds are coming in to ready to murder. And then the only reason I thought this was because Brian said it. If he hadn't said anything, I would have been, what? Because there was a different bird sound, kind of.
Yeah.
And Brian's like, it's doves. It's the doves. The doves are coming.
Well, you can see them.
But even then,
the Eagles,
the CGI is so bad. They're just other. The only thing that was different is that they were flapping faster, and the Eagles are like this.
Oh man.
Well, no,
or they're just coasting.
One was white, and the other was like that brown color of the eagle.
Yeah, but that's all. Like these, apparent doves show up, and then the killer birds just turn around and go out to sea.
Yeah,
and it's just them standing looking out.
And James Wynn did say that the doves were supposed to represent peace, like restoring peace in the land. But no, you are correct. There is nothing like, as far all that bullshit aside, as far as could you differentiate between the fucking doves and the eagles?
Even if you could, it still doesn't make any fucking sense.
How did they restore peace? Because they destroyed so much.
Oh, because
doves are
a symbol of peace.
The Eagles burned so much shit just flying in.
Eagles burned down the forest.
Yeah. They burned down the forest. They blew up gas stations and cars and shit and hotels.
The birds,
they did more damage.
I feel like the exploding birds and stuff like that, that was James Wynn trying to speak about his career metaphorically.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, he's like, I'm crashing and burning,
yeah.
and there's no one around me to help.
I did like that one bird at the end that just crashed into the windshield and died.
That was
Didn't
pretty
explode
good.
or anything.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying, what's his Andy? Is that his name?
Andy.
The main guy?
What's the director's name?
James Wynn.
James. You're saying James is just so deep we can't even see the depths.
I feel like, I mean, I know up until this point we have made this guy out to be a fool.
Yeah.
Okay, but in all actuality, I really do believe him to be, and follow me, on the same caliber as as like Clint Eastwood, Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just doing it in a different way.
No.
Yeah, I mean, he funded this movie himself. He went out and said, I'm going to make this goddamn movie. And he did.
Well, not only that, but I mean, it's raw.
Yeah.
And I mean, I feel like if anyone brought this premise to a studio, it would get fucking funded. The same as Rod got his $10 million funding for his solar panel business.
Yeah.
If James Wynn would have had a little bit more faith in himself and went to Universal, went to one of these companies and said, hey, I have this fucking idea and let's get it. I mean, sweet Jesus. Those people, like, there's a reason why actors sometimes do not act to their ability. It's because they're not paid enough. All right? The main guy, Rod,
Yeah.
do you know what he did in the past?
What's that?
He wrote Jaws.
What?
He is the actual original writer.
Damn.
He was
Of
so
the movie
young at the
Jaws.
time, 2 years old.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's incredible. I mean, I don't know what you're saying, man. It's winning me over. I think he could potentially, if he had the right backing, maybe if he had some mentorship, he could be the next Scorsese.
Oh, dude, easily. And he's still fairly young.
Wow.
He's a young guy.
Yeah. And Natalie.
Could be the next Natalie Portman.
No,
Starting her own film company.
I'm talking about, like, her career. Like,
Yeah.
she's doing all these awesome things. Like, she wrote
Mm-hmm.
all 3 National Treasure movies.
Oh, fuck yeah. I love those movies.
Yeah. No, I'm serious. She's Nick Cage's daughter.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
That'd
why she's so
so
hot.
toothy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hot and toothy.
Whenever he wanted to steal the Declaration of Independence,
Yeah.
that case that
Yeah.
it was in, she designed it.
Oh, my God.
She's a carpenter too,
That was made
Amazing.
out of metal.
like Jesus.
But yeah,
Faux metal. It was a
Faux
prop.
metal,
It was a
yeah.
prop.
yeah. No, seriously though, all this to say, like, whenever we watch these bad movies, you never know what goes on
Yeah.
with these people, after or behind the scenes stuff. Just because Birdemic failed,
Yeah.
I mean, sweet Jesus, fucking Rick,
Rick?
Rod's best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did Rick do?
He made the blueprints for the Titanic.
Wow.
Like the new one that's coming
The
out?
new one.
There's a new one?
Yeah, there's a new Titanic coming out.
The boat.
Now, have you guys seen Titanic 2? And this is a real thing.
So
No,
what-
I'm actually being...
What?
There is a Titanic 2.
When you just pointed at me, you really just touched my nipple
sorry.
perfectly.
when I was working at Blockbuster,
Yeah.
Titanic 2 came out, and it was a made-for-TV sci-fi channel movie.
Go on.
I bet
Okay.
it's better than this movie.
Gives it a run for its money. I remember one of my favorite stories of working there was this family came up and they put Titanic 2 on the counter.
Yeah.
And I was like, I felt it. I felt that I had to explain to them, this is not what you think it's going to be. And the dad looked at me. He's like, no, we love Titanic. And I was like, I'm telling you, this is not what you're imagining it's going to be. He's like, we loved it. I was like, I love Titanic. Who the fuck? The only people who act like they do not like Titanic are the same assholes who wear flip flops in the snow and fucking act like it's never cold. Okay, everyone loves Titanic.
We love Titanic so much, we want to see it die again.
Yeah, I don't. And I tried to explain this to them, and they did not believe me. And they rented that fucking movie, and they brought it back. And of course, I was there. And the dad literally came up to me. He was like, "I will never not listen to you." And I was like, "I'm sorry, dude. I tried."
I hope he's watching today.
What is the story with that? What's that story about?
What?
Titanic 2.
I can't even remember. I watched. I didn't finish it.
Yeah.
I watched I rented it, understanding the fact that it was going to be stupid.
Right.
I just remember the very beginning of it. They cut to the chase basically of hitting an iceberg, as far as I recall. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Ice sharks.
Ice sharks.
See, I would have
everybody.
finished that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm sorry. I guess we got off topic there.
Yeah.
But the people who make these movies, James Wynn, all these actors and everything that are a part of this, they do important things.
Right.
The girl, or not the girl, I'm sorry, not Natalie, but Mona Lisa Moon.
Yeah.
She owns Shoney's.
Yeah.
The entire franchise.
Wow. She does pretty good for her age.
Yeah, at the end of the bar, wherever you get your plates,
Yeah.
they have stacks of plates and stacks of Birdemic. She's still promoting that movie.
In between each plate, there's. I'm surprised she's not promoting Imagine Peace. So that's all she did. This.
What's that? I didn't notice at all throughout this movie.
Oh, yeah.
I said Imagine Peace.
ImaginePeace.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine a piece of that ass. I don't know why that's.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
we all seen it. You don't
Yeah,
really
Rick was
imagine
really
it.
gropey.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, she was cool. I'm not saying that in a rapey
he's
sort of
probably
way.
like that in real life. He's like, man, I got the perfect excuse just to do whatever I
The
want
only
right now.
reason,
Yeah.
to enjoy being in this movie would be to
It's just
randomly grab
acting.
some ass.
It's just acting.
This is what I've
Said about what I've said about Steven Seagal's, movies from the last fucking 15 years.
Yeah.
When was the last good Steven Seagal movie? Mid 90s.
Yeah.
Let's say 20 years ago.
Yeah.
the video of him being born. It was like,
Well, you never seen Above the Law?
I am not a big Steven Seagal
You got
guy.
the birthing video?
You've
of him?
never seen Above the Law or Out for Justice?
Well, now I feel
We're
like I
gonna
have no
have
room to
to-
talk.
we're
I
gonna
have,
have to
I have
educate
never
you.
seen
You never
a Steven
seen-
Seagal movie that I liked.
You never seen Under Siege?
Oh, I've seen Under Siege.
Under
Did
Siege
you like
2?
it?
Shut your mouth.
Because I didn't like it.
You didn't like Under Siege
is
2?
a classic.
There was Under Siege 2.
There's all sorts of things that are classics that shouldn't be.
Like all those Disney movies you like.
I like some of them.
Wait, what I was going to say? What I'm saying. Go back. I digress. It seems like every recent Steven Seagal movie,
Yeah.
the only reason he made it was so he could grope a young Asian woman.
Oh, definitely.
I'm serious.
Yeah. It's like Adam Sandler.
What are you guys doing in your spare time? I feel like I need to switch places because I'm watching bullshit like Birdemic, and you guys are watching movies that are apparently good.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Anyway, go ahead.
Lust
So
of
he's
the-
graping. He's graping.
Graping.
He's grape aping.
Yeah.
Some nice grapes down
No,
there.
there's always a scene where he's just. It looks like he's mauling a young woman, and just it just seems like
yeah, that'd be great.
yeah, it's just gross.
Yeah. I'm just gonna choke you out.
Yeah. That's all.
Steven Seagal.
It looks gross.
Yeah.
Okay.
By that I mean it looks hot.
I was gonna say you seem to you've kind of went on to some deeper films than
That's
I thought
not-
we were gonna get into.
Well, no, that was its own joke. That's its own joke. We can
Okay,
talk
okay.
about Lust of the Dead another day.
Yeah.
Were you guys like kind of let down with the hotel room that they got, even though they were millionaires?
Yeah, I feel like with the amount of cash that both of those, with her being a
That's what I
Victoria's
was
Secret,
really upset about. I
Yeah.
thought, man,
yeah.
they should have got a better hotel room.
No, they got like a fly-by-night motel with roaches.
Did you guys pick up on? Obviously, I know it's easy to find. The birds are obviously
Yeah.
CGI, but there was so much with like the signage
Oh,
on
yeah.
doors
It
that
definitely
were
looked CG.
CGI. like they were clearly not real. Like,
Yep.
what the hell's the point in that? Like with her apartment, if you look at it, I mean, it just
Oh yeah, with
it's
the door
obviously
numbers.
fake. Like, why the hell did they even bother with putting that up there? No,
I don't know. Nothing makes
They probably
sense.
didn't want to pay him.
nothing makes sense anymore. A movie like this makes you think a little bit.
Yeah.
Makes you think about life a little bit.
Makes you think that you could shoot a better scene than Birdemic.
So, Ron, Natalie tells me that you're a successful businessman.
She did she?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty proud of my work. But what about you? She told me that you recently retired. Congratulations.
Oh, yes, I love retirement.
Yeah?
The retirement.
The retirement.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
The-
So what do you do with your time?
Well, I do miss being a jeweler.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the jewelry store and just touching all the jewels and whatnot.
Yeah.
But what I do now is I love vacationing and going on a cruise.
She loves the retirement.
And
Yeah.
and TV. Love the TV.
Loves the TV.
What do you watch on TV a lot?
Oh, Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Oh. I can't wait till I can retire. I'm thinking about early retirement just because I make millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars.
He makes so much money.
I
Yeah.
always said to find a financially stable man.
Yeah. Yeah. I first started getting my first 2 million, I guess, came after I murdered my father. He had a very big life insurance plan.
Oh,
And, do I miss him? Sure. But, sometimes you can buy things that make you feel better after you've lost someone.
Mom, he is such a great guy. He makes so much money. He works so hard. We met like 2 days ago, and he is...
I wanted you to be a real estate agent.
Well, she doesn't need to. See, we've already got it figured out. I mean, look at you. You're happy in your retirement.
Yeah.
You've got big plans. Well, we're going to interrupt them. You're going to die too. We're going to make more money off of you.
So much money.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, God. I love making so much money.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so...
Eat that noggin, Daddy.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be disrespectful. We just really like making money off of people's dead bodies. And the way that we can do that is from the ones that we love the most.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Oh, God, yes. When we have a kid, we're going to make them die too. And we're going to reap the benefits off of that. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We're gonna be so fucking rich.
Fucking so
Yeah.
rich. God.
Yeah.
Honey, you're going to get to flick that fucking bean every day with goddamn gold. Gold rings. You're going to flick that bean with gold rings. Oh, yeah.
Do you like me to make you a sandwich?
Ah, sandwich. Yeah, I mean, I could go for a sandwich. Yeah, what you got?
Pimento cheese.
Mom, I think there's something I've been meaning to tell you. It's this.
Yeah, get her. Honey, don't be scared. You gotta get her good now. Slit the throat. Okay? There you go. Good job. Good job. Yep, keep going. Yep. Make sure she's not breathing. There you go. Oh my God. See, honey, plan B. You always have to have a plan B. You did so good.
Thanks, babe.
I'm so proud that you acknowledged what I had to say after we've only known each other for 48 hours. God, we're fucking loaded.
Perfect.
You got 10 grand. What can you do with it?
If you earned 10 grand, not just given. If you worked, you worked your goddamn ass off for $10,000.
You can give us 10 grand. We'll make you a movie and let you know how great we can do with it.
Well, I could tell you that as far as a lot of the locations that they shot,
James Wan was really good friends with Stanley Kubrick.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that
And-
explains the good cinematography you did.
Well, no, not the cinematography. Just the shot, the house that Rod lived in. That is Stanley Kubrick's house.
That one cafe.
That feels so sad.
Stanley Kubrick ate there one time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He really liked the eggs Benedict.
Sure.
And so
Yeah, I enjoy a good eggs Benedict.
he was inspirational to James.
Yeah, and the room at the hotel that we were just talking about.
Yeah.
That is actually Stanley Kubrick's hotel that he rents out. That's his bedroom.
Oh.
Yeah, he beat off in there one time.
Ooh. Okay.
The bed, the reason they were able to push it against the window so easily is because that was the same bed that Danny slept in The Shining whenever, the nurse came in like, oh, I think you should stay in here all day. Oh, do I have to? I really think you should. That was the same bed used in that shot.
Mm-hmm. Word.
And it's crazy.
It's crazy. One last crazy fact. Apparently that redwood forest, Jimmy Hoffa buried in there. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Old Jimmy.
That's insanity.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Now, did you know that I know you're talking about as far as the actual location, but
Oh, that dude was a pedophile in the fucking forest. That dude was creepy as
Yeah,
fuck.
Jeff Epstein. Yeah.
Yeah. Jeff
He's
Epstein.
in the movie.
yeah.
You didn't know this?
I mean, I
Lolita
called it
Express.
out that he was a pedophile.
Well,
he
it
looked
was
like
Epstein.
it. I didn't
Well,
know
that's Donald
who it was.
Sutherland's cousin.
Oh.
And Donald Sutherland at the time was running a commune out of a redwood forest in California.
Treehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Treehouse is...
Commune.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that the one that Joaquin Phoenix was in? In that cult?
No, that
Where
was
they
a
were
different
getting
one.
raped and
No,
stuff?
that was a different one.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Now, Joaquin Phoenix, he is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
He honestly is one of my favorites.
He's in that hair lip cult. Yeah, the only way to be in it, you have to have a
Where his
hair lip.
brother died in.
Or
Because he
they'll-
didn't have a hair lip.
They'll cut you in.
Oh.
Yeah.
So is that like their rite of passage? Like
Yeah,
that's
they'll
they
cut you
they instead of cutting the foreskin, they cut your lip.
Well, yeah, they'll cut you up
Yeah.
and then they'll rape you.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well,
I feel like it's final score time.
We doing
You
a
guys
score?
think so?
We scoring?
We're going to score?
I guess we're going to score.
We're going to score? Is this where we score?
We score.
We might.
I mean, we score every time we do this.
As
but-
Day without sex is a day wasted.
and we don't waste no days.
Oh my God!
Start
and
with you.
as George Washington famously quoted, "How many buckets of popcorn do we give this movie?"
Yeah.
All right. Start with one of you guys. Start over there.
Do you want to rock, paper, scissors? Who goes first?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right. We're doing best out of three.
On shoot.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. We go.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Then shoot.
Okay.
Not on three, but then on the
On the shoot.
No, okay, but it wouldn't be 1, 2, 3, shoot, then go. It'd be 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Go.
Okay.
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 All right.
Shoot. On the shoot.
We
Shoot.
go immediately on
Shoot.
shoot. Shoot.
Shoot.
Shoot. All right.
All right.
Ready?
Ready?
Yeah. Are we doing 1, 2, 3, shoot, or rock, paper, scissors, shoot?
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Okay.
One,
Rock,
two,
paper,
three,
scissors, shoot.
Oh.
Rock,
two,
paper,
three,
scissors, shoot. Ah.
All right.
Okay.
1,
Rock,
2,
paper,
3,
scissors, shoot.
Oh damn! All right, we're tied.
Yep.
1,
Rock,
2,
paper,
3,
scissors, shoot.
Oh.
Rock,
2,
paper,
3,
scissors,
shoot.
Ah, lost.
The winner, Toad Boy. All right, Nathan, ready?
Oh, wait,
no,
we're doing
it was
too?
just
No,
between
you
us
guys
two.
go. Yeah, go ahead. Let me hear.
So
let me
you
hear
go
your
first.
score.
Do you want to know who invented rock paper scissors?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
No,
Thomas Edison.
it was. I'm sorry. I gotta look at the names here again real quick. I don't want to fuck it up. It was Zoya Skaya who played the waitress.
Oh, with that horrible audio.
Yes. Oh hi. You know.
Yeah.
Here's your boot. That's who invented rock paper scissors.
Nice.
Another little cool fact to know about
So many
Birdemic.
amazing facts about this movie.
You can
crazy.
find this out online and on the special features of Birdemic.
All right, so that means I give my review first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so like I was telling you guys before, I feel like on a fun level, okay?
Yeah.
I do give this. I have to say on a 5 because it's so outlandish. Now listen, this is not my rating. I'm saying that like I feel like I have to put this into 2 parts.
Mm.
This is by far for the style of movie that it is one of the worst things that I have ever seen in my entire life. But I did find it to be so fucking hysterical that I don't know. I can't help but giving it that 5 on that level. But if we are talking about even on the level of bad movie enjoyment, it is. I feel like I'm all over the place.
You just got to rate it on. I mean, all of it together.
I have to give this movie a 1. A 1 bucket of popcorn. I mean, it is awful.
You're not factoring in. I mean, you said.
I feel like we can enjoy this movie together.
Yeah.
Us and Rachel. Maybe a couple of our other friends. I feel like even if I tried to introduce this movie as like oh hey, this is a really bad good movie, I do not feel like the majority of people would get a kick out of it. They would not get out of it what we get out of like Samurai Cop or The Room or Troll 2 or anything like that. I do agree with the sense that it is one of the best worst movies, but for a very select few people. And I just feel like we happen to fall in line with that few select people. As an actual movie, though, yes, I'm going to stick with a 1. It's pretty goddamn bad.
Yeah, I would probably give it 2 different ratings, but if we're just gonna have to stick with 1, I'm gonna have to agree with you. It's gonna be a 1 for a movie, but same thing, enjoyment level. It's 5. I haven't laughed that much at a movie in like fucking forever.
And that is the thing too. That's a difference. Is like we're laughing at it.
Yeah.
This is not laughing, which I know Samurai Cop, you laugh at it because it's that bad. The Room, you laugh at it, but I mean, this is like taking it to a
whole new level.
A whole new fucking level. Yeah. And also, I do want to take just the 1 second to say that Suburban Sasquatch, which was kind of the first movie that we watched like this, is the very same kind of thing. Just really terribly executed, same kind of CGI. But yeah, it's not. Even though we know not Suburban Sasquatch, I'm sorry, but even though we know Samurai Cop and Room and everything like that, we're trying to be serious movies. This is just, goddamn, I don't know. Am I incorrect by saying this makes The Room look like
a masterpiece?
It makes it look like a fucking masterpiece. Yeah, it makes it look like so much better, even though it's so bad. Yeah.
See, I have to question your guys. When I think about these things, I factor everything in. I'm not just. Yes, obviously, if we say the skill level involved in this movie, it's going to be a 0 or a 1 or whatever. But there was enjoyment had from how bad it was. Like I said, you could be bad and then also boring, which would just be a 0.
Sure.
But see, I thought you were going to give it a much higher rating. I thought you were going to go like 4 stars.
Do you care if I elaborate on that for just a second? Like, because I don't want to steal the floor from you, but like, I'll just put it this way: for the first time of watching movies that are so bad they're good, I was like, "This is a disaster." That this is the first time that I have not found any positive qualities whatsoever in the movie. And I guess on that tip, that's why I'm not being personal about it as far as like, oh, this is fun to me, because so much of it isn't. So much of it is just me. I feel like a dick. Like when I watch this movie, I feel like a fucking asshole. because I'm like poking at this shit and like
Yeah.
that is so fucking stupid. And I feel like
kicking a
kicking
special needs kid.
Yeah.
I'll say special needs. Like that.
Yeah. James Wan was also the inventor of the helmet.
Invented the helmet.
The helmet for
Special needs
special
kids.
needs kids. Yeah.
Helmets.
No, I really do. Like when I watch it, I'm like, there is nothing redeemable about this. I mean, it's just terrible. And I find that my joy out of watching it is just beating the fuck out of it while it's down.
Yeah.
So that's why I do the one bucket of popcorn on it. I mean, I feel like even whenever you watch The Room, whenever you watch Troll 2 and stuff like that, you can tell like, oh, there was a lot of hard work put into this. I don't get that vibe when I watch Birdemic. Aside from people's time,
Yeah.
I do not see them.
They didn't care about the
working
audio
hard.
at all in that whatsoever.
I mean, it's
Or the story.
yeah,
Nothing.
It's hard for me to have compassion for it.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna have a lower score than you guys, but I'd give it a 2. Because I'm factoring everything in together. I just want to look at it, how much fun did I have, and it definitely dragged out way too much and pissed me off because of that. But still, it had some moments that you really laugh at. Obviously, they're not moments they intended for you to laugh at, but I did get enjoyment out of it. So, but it being so bad, it knocks all that down. So I'd give it 2 buckets of popcorn.
Yeah,
all right.
No, I totally get that.
2.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to know who invented popcorn?
Who?
It was remember whenever they sold the company for $1 billion?
Yeah.
Oh. It's like he just like damaged his balls.
Yeah. I'm trying to hold in my urine.
For $1 billion.
Okay.
Whenever they sold the company for $1 billion, that guy
Yeah.
who was running the meeting,
With
he
his-
invented popcorn.
With his white fingertips.
His very white fingertips.
Yeah.
You know why he had white fingertips?
Cocaine.
Because of the no, it wasn't cocaine.
Oh.
At the same time that he invented popcorn, he also invented white cheddar powdering for the popcorn.
White
you know, like that
cheddar
white
powder?
cheddar pepper?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Powder?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. I mean, there's no way. There is no way. There's just no way. All right.
Oh. It's Birdemic.
Were those eagles out there?
Oh shit!
Oh fuck!
Fuck.
Where's the hangers?
Oh my god! I left them.
We don't have them.
Guys, wait for me! Wait for me! Wait for me!
Oh, just wait.
I'll cover you. I'll cover you. Watch out! Here comes Mom in her butterfly dress. Oh, there he is. Yeah.
Maybe if we
Oh, it's okay.
Maybe-
Fuck Patrick.
Damn
Save
it.
ourselves.
Put her
Save
back
ourselves.
together.
Sorry,
Yes.
fucked.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes.
no. I'm down.
Patrick, we love you. No more Patrick.
It exploded on me.
The bird acid.
Oh, the bird
The bird acid is all. It's burning.
Want a sandwich?
Thank you.